When he joined WPP a few years ago, he said he was here to give wings to Mark Reed's ambition to make WPP the most creative company on the planet. And then he went on to brag the Creative Company of the Year title 4 years in a row at Cannes Lion. Joining me is Rob Reilly, the Global Chief Creative Officer of WPP. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure being here.
Thank you.
In the air conditioning. Thank God.
Absolutely, very important.
Yes, important. Yeah.
Now, you were best known for the Fearless Girl campaign. And 5 years into WPP, would you say there is one campaign which has kind of become more popular for you than the Fearless Girl?
I think I was in a much different role during Fearless Girl. I mean, I was the creative chairman, basically CCO of Cannes World Group. But I spent a lot of time in New York. I was very involved in the New York office. Devika Bulchandani was the president of McCann in North America and New York. We spent a lot of time together, and that was an account, State Street Global Advisors, the company who did Fearless Girl, and Stephen Tisdale, the CMO behind it. I was very involved with, so it was a natural role I could play in helping that idea come to life and making sure it was perfect, if you will. A lot of things could have gone wrong with it, and so I felt very much a part of that. In this role, I'm very much helping things, but I don't want to take claim to any of the work. It's all the agency CCOs and all the teams and all the people that have been behind the work. I mean, just even this year, there's been so many fantastic campaigns, whether it's Vaseline Originals or the amazing piece of work from Gray in Peru, the POS SOS. I mean, there's so many great pieces of work that I'm proud to have maybe created the environment for those ideas to come to life, versus I don't like to claim that I was part of the idea creation. Everything is done by our people. So I'm kind of proud of everything, but obviously the things that have won big in the world, and yes, maybe have won here at Cannes are important, but I think the things that win in the world are most important to me. That's the impact we're looking for.
Interesting. Now, which are the top campaigns that from India you're betting on?
I don't know. Listen, I try not to talk about the work as much, and like say, this is my favorite, this is the things I'm betting on. The reality is, like, we bet on India every year, and there's, you should feel proud and have a lot of pride for that, but also it's a lot of pressure. And that's the part about, I think, there's something unique about the country of India, that you have, I think, the smartest people in the world, but also the most driven people in the world. And I'm not saying it because Devika is my partner, but you're counting on India every year to bring magical work. And you do. Some years are better than others, and some years are challenged for different reasons, whether they're economic or mergers or whatever that might be. But we count on India for creative firepower every year. So I don't want to say this is my favorite, this is this. I love work from other companies too. It's not just WPP. There's a lot of great agencies out there, and some big, some small. I do think the network, other than some other countries, I do think the network agencies are still the best creative companies in India. So I spent a lot of time thinking about countries that really believe in the power of networks, like the Ogilvies and the VMLs, to bring the best ideas.
Talking about Ogilvy India, that's one agency which has repeatedly won on the big brands, like Mondelez, for example. But would you say it's important from an agency perspective to win on the established brands, or the ones that are fairly new in the market, for whom that one campaign would literally make the window to the world?
Yeah, it's a great question. Obviously, the typical answer would be both, right? Listen, it's very impressive when a brand like a Mondelez year after year after year does great work off a very consistent platform. Especially now, in a world where there's so much content being put into the world, it is those brands, whether it's the Mondelez, or a brand like a Dove that has just consistently put out brilliant work off the same platform. that level of brand building can't be done overnight. But it's exciting when you're part of also new brands that want to partner with experienced companies like us to create something new. And whether we have a different kind of financial model with those brands that is more outcome based, or we are partnered to just help build their creative, reputation. But if you don't have both, if you're not willing to partner with younger brands or newer brands and still make sure that your current clients are well taken care of, you're probably going to fail. You need both. We need to be seen as fast and nimble for new and exciting brands. We also need to be seen as fast and nimble for existing brands. I mean, speed and efficiency, unfortunately, is the buzzwords. But you combine that with high quality creative. The future to me is highly concepted, highly obsessed, and highly crafted work, because everybody's going to be able to make work that looks pretty good, but might lack an idea, but it will still be very confusing for consumers. So the need for premium ideas, breakthrough ideas that really only come from human creativity, enhanced by AI, certainly production-wise, enhanced by AI, is at the highest it's ever been.
Now, Ogilvy and VML are your two top creative networks. VML is firing in Cannes every time I come here. But back in India, while Ogilvy is undisputed leader, it's the creative powerhouse, VML has not exactly come of age. Number one, why do you think that's happening? Despite all the mergers with Wonderman, GWT, all of that happened. And then even today, it's not got the kind of client confidence that a WPP overall has, or a Ogilvy overall has.
It's a great question. I don't know. I mean, VML reputation globally is fantastic and rising, and they're killing it here. I mean, frankly, we were having an incredible Cannes 2 days in. VML, Ogilvy, Gray, which is part of Ogilvy, is killing it. So I don't know. Sometimes there's such a strong reputation of one company in an Ogilvy and a WPP. It's harder. I think it's probably the only place where it really feels that way. But again, results are going to be the thing that people look at. So the more swings we take, the more work we put out there, the more work that wins here, even if it's not from India, but you're going to start seeing VML. I mean, it's the largest network in the world for us. 30,000 people. I'm not sure what the right number is, but so to be that size and to be that good is pretty remarkable. And it's only a matter of time that it will have, I think, the level of creative success it has globally in India, because certainly the desire is there. We have the talent, we have great clients, and I think just need to make a few more things each year that maybe get the press writing about it, people loving and sharing and spreading it. But it's not a question of if, it's a question of when.
I'm not talking about all the mergers that happened with VML and even otherwise. Gray has just come under Ogilvy. In India, it's 82.5 Gray now. Tell me, how important is it to consolidate agencies in this time and age?
Well, listen, we're looking for every way to be efficient, and when margins are so thin, you look at how many people do we need to do this kind of job? How many people do this kind of job? So all the changes we've made, creating the sort of the operating model of WPP Creative, it made sense to take Gray out of the AKQA group and put it part of Ogilvy, because there's similar big brand ideas, big social and influencer ideas, innovation also. But AKQA now, is by itself, it's a very special company, really future-facing company. Now you have Gray and Ogilvy together are really, really powerful. And VML is from A to Z, can do everything, and it's the largest. But then you have Burson, we're all part of the same thing. And not to go too deep into the financial part of it, we've removed a lot of the financial barriers that didn't allow these companies to collaborate together and work together. A company like Gray now has access to every capability inside of WPP. So all the things that commerce, And PR now is, it used to be like, how do I get these people? How do I pay for it? Now we've figured out it's all one P&L. So that to me is the real unlock of it. The merging part, again, this is about like, how do we make sure we don't spend the money on the things that are being duplicated and put the money back into the talent that's in front of clients.
And you spoke about one P&L. When it comes to one P&L, does it affect the competition within the agencies? Because at the end of the day, the revenue is calculated overall.
Well, and again, there's different, Jonathan will clarify, there's media has this, so it's not one, so it's for WPP Creative. Listen, there's always competition because people are people, and creative people are competitive, but there's a real camaraderie amongst the leadership of WPP in the creative. The creative, we all get along, and I don't think it's because I demand us to all get along. It's just naturally happens. I think maybe 5 years ago, there was a real competitiveness between a VML and an Ogilvy. I think Debbie and Liz are, best of pals right now. And, when you have two of the greatest creative leaders who happen to also be female leading our two largest creative companies, probably the two best creative companies in the world. And then you have someone like a Gab Schmidt leading Gray, who's brilliant, and Peter Lund leading AKQA, and Taj Reed leading Burson, Timu, and Greg, and Emma leading our design practice. Like, it's a murderer's row of creative talent, if you will. Like, we have the best, and frankly, below that level, that's where we have really made sure that we've tried to retain our talent, attract new talent. And I think we're the holding company or creative company that fully believes in creativity being a force multiplier for growth. That's what attracts people, right? It's not that hard. Creative people are simple, right? Pay us fairly.
Appreciate our ideas.
No. Believe in creativity as a growth driver, and don't lie to us. That's simple. That's why we have the best people. Those three principles.
I'll come from talent to artificial intelligence.
Sure.
Everybody's talking about. Now tell me.
I'm artificial right now. This is AI Rob. The real Rob's on the beach.
Perfect. The hat's missing, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so artificial intelligence, to what extent is that really guiding your campaigns today?
I mean, I don't know if it's guiding our campaigns at all. I mean, I think we're using it. I mean, planners and research people have been using data and finding data and pouring through things since the beginning of this business. Now it's just easier to get these information and get these insights. Now, what you do with those insights is the difference. So again, we talk about creative talent, but it's also like our planning talent and our strategy people and our solutions architects. Like, when they have this intelligence at their hands and these tools, if you will, at their hands, like, then it's about, what do you do with it? How do you take it and then turn it into something that's an inspiring brief, right? Our creative people, listen, yes, there's agents and we all use agents, and I used to say it's a tool, AI, but now I'm really on a kick, frankly, and I was reading a post from a student at BYU, and I saw this notion of like, AI is not a tool. A tool is sort of utilitarian. For creative people, AI is an instrument. Okay. Now, say a guitar in Rob Reilly's hands, not very good, right? Okay. A guitar in Prince's hands, it's magic. So when you have the talent we have, and then you have the instrument of AI that we have, that's how you get to magic.
Interesting. Now, another question I wanted to ask you was, like, for years, Group M, and now which is WPP Media, has been the backbone of the revenue machine at WPP. Today, just to share the load, what would be the upcoming streams that can kind of help to also become like this parallel pillar for WPP Media?
Yeah, I mean, I think production's always a real opportunity. More and more, how you. That's certainly where our clients are looking for efficiencies. But I think that another question is like, how we get paid versus how we get more revenue streams. I think that's the biggest challenge. I think we're suffering from a pretty antiquated commercial model, and I think everybody's looking for new ways to be paid and new ways to share the success or share the challenges, and whether it's outcome based models, or we're still on a time and materials and people model that maybe needs to evolve. But that to me is the more important thing. I think there's going to be areas of growth like production mainly. We're seeing enterprise solutions, as a giant upside. So those are probably production enterprise solutions are where we're really looking. I mean, creativity and the creative part is part of all of it too. It's like, I think we're looking at it too much as like it's its own vertical. It's like, it doesn't matter if we have great enterprise solution. It doesn't matter if we have great media. It doesn't matter if what's going through there isn't great. Well, then, you've missed the opportunity. It will work, but it could work so much better if the quality of the content and the ideas are better. Right. This is what people don't quite understand. Like, yes, it worked, but it could have been that much better. Why would you not want it to be great? And yes, and what you need is human creativity, but the best humans. Okay. Not just humans, the best humans. And that's what we have.
Now, Q1 results, I was just going through that, and of course, WPP has registered a 6.6% degrowth. It's a decline. Yeah. Similarly, or I think China and Middle East markets have also shown a double-digit decline. But India has shown a 1% growth.
Oh, that's why we love India. We love India. Thank you.
So what are the factors, according to you, that are holding India together? Also, why is it that shining light for WPP?
I think we have a very strong media practice. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the percentage is, but half the country, I think we're part of. So I think when you have that level of buying power, when you have that level of influence, when you have the best talent in the world on that side, combined with incredible creative talent, well, it's a winning model. We could have that model everywhere in the world. Well, maybe things would be better than they are. But sometimes those numbers are misleading. We are leading in new business wins the last couple of quarters when it comes to media. We've won some creative pitches in Kenvue and Henkel. Like, there's a lot of momentum. Again, you could look at the negative numbers, but I look at what we've done positively, and we are number one in 2 quarters in a row when it comes to new business, and on the media side, not even just on the creative side. So those are the positives. Cindy's, been here, less than a year or almost a year now, and the impact she's made, in my opinion, is phenomenal. And beyond just really making hard decisions about what we're doing with people and what we're doing with agencies and how we're structuring things, and enterprise solutions as its own revenue stream and production. These are giant things to do that she's done very fast, and we're moving at the speed of light to some degree. I think she's done an incredible job, and I think we're all rowing in the same direction. And it sounds so obvious, but it's incredibly powerful. And she's cool,
All right. Just one last question. Now, Cannes Line, of course, has seen a 25% decline in the entries received this year. Has WPP also sent much lesser entries to Cannes this year?
Yes.
Okay. And why is that?
Well, listen, part of, Cannes it's easy to take shots at Cannes. Lots of people do, and it's not about creativity anymore. There's too much about tech and media. Like, I don't do that. I think it's an incredible event. You have within 1 mile, you have every marketer, every tech person, the best creative people, like the best production people. I just did a thing with Ava Longoria. Like, you've got bands playing, you've got artists and photographers. Like, if you don't see it as like the center of culture, you're kind of crazy. The show itself, and it's probably 25% of the week is the show, but it's still spectacular. If you care, there's 1,000 doors in Cannes. You get to go through the ones that are about creativity. The Palais is still an incredible experience. I encourage people to go to it. But when it comes to Can, they do listen. And when they make mistakes, they try to rectify them, you know, and obviously there was mistakes made last year, and and part of what was, I do think these Holding Company of the Year awards, and which we have won, and even the Network of the Year awards has caused some bad behavior, and because the pressure to win is so high, which is unfortunate because there's so much pressure to do just our jobs. The pressure to win, it's just on top of it too, and it's sort of unnecessary in my opinion. What we should be focusing on in every show, but certainly this show, is the brands that are brave enough to partner with us to make these bold ideas, and the people who make the work. We don't need to. The holding company doesn't need the recognition. Maybe the networks, you know, still need it, but like even that, it should be about the brands and the people. And I think removing holding company is part of that. Can also, you know, put much stricter entry rules and getting approval from people. So maybe went a little too far. It was very difficult to get CMO approval on all these things, not because the ideas were fake. I think that's been rectified. I think if people use AI to doctor campaigns again, you know, hopefully it's a lifetime ban, not a, you know, a couple year ban, you know, temporary. But I don't know. I think it was there was some bad behavior last year, and I think this is all part of trying to rectify it. And we're not chasing Network of the Year. We're not chasing, obviously Holding Company doesn't exist. We're chasing our brands winning and our people, especially young people, winning. So, and I think we're not alone in that.
You know, while you're not chasing that Network of the Year title, I hope you do get it for the 5th time in a row.
Yeah, well, we've won 4 out of the last 5, the Holding Company, and Ogilvy's won multiple times in a row. And then, you know, I don't think it didn't win last year, but you guys figure that, you know, that's been well documented. But listen, I hope everybody does well. I don't really. Yes, I would like us to be, you know, one of the better performing companies. But like the goal is for the industry to win. That there's like 100 great ideas that people are talking about that are driving business, that are for real brands, and we're not focusing too much on charities. We're really focusing on big brands, big global brands, big local brands, doing the kind of work that is the thing that people are talking about, that feels real. And if it's less entries, I think Can doesn't care if it's less entries. I think they realize there was some things that needed to be fixed. If the show gets better, because everybody benefits.
Super. So, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Lovely
You're awesome.
chatting.
You're a great interviewer. So good for you.
Thank you.